Alright, what's going on, guys? Boy TG, welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to do my 2025 NHL Mock Draft video. Now, I know I said I was going to get this video out to you guys about 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago, but apologies for not getting this out to you. Been a little bit somewhat busy. That I was unable to get this video out to you guys then, but we are getting this video out right now. So if you guys don't already know, the New York Islanders won the 2025 NHL Draft Lottery, and I did an episode of the Hockey Talk with TG podcast discussing about that and sharing my thoughts of it, not only from a factual-ish type of perspective, but also from a Blackhawks fan perspective, because you guys don't already know, I am a Chicago Blackhawks fan. I said this a lot of times on the Hockey Talk TG podcast, as you have been listening to that podcast. And I also said it a few times on the TG Hockey channel, but I say it even more on the Hockey Talk with TG podcast. So make sure to give that podcast a follow if you are not already. But yes, the Islanders did win the draft lottery, and they shocked the hockey world by doing so. And this was something, again, that nobody was expecting. I was really hoping for it to be the Blackhawks, obviously, but unfortunately we fall to the third overall pick. And yeah, that's how the draft lottery balls went. But without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started into the video. All right, so this next slide right here is basically just the overview of, the Islanders winning the draft lottery. Again, I did talk about this on one of my episodes of the Hockey Talk TG podcast. I will put that link in the description below, and it will also be at the end of this video, so you can just click on the video on your screen, and it'll be right there as well. But I will put the link in the description below so you guys can listen to it. I will put it for both on YouTube and on Spotify. I will put both of those links down below so you guys can, give it a listen if you have not listened to it already, or if you're not even following the Hockey Talk TG podcast already. I will put that episode right there for you guys to go watch and listen to. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this thing. So, number one, I have the New York Islanders drafting Michael Misa, something that I'm hoping not to happen as a Blackhawks fan, because as a Blackhawks fan, I would love to see the Hawks get Michael Misa. I think every Hawks fan wants to see Michael Misa in a Blackhawks sweater, but I don't think the Islanders will pass up on somebody like Michael Misa. Like, either they could get Matthew Schaeffer or they can get Michael Misa. They're going to be in the top two regardless. But as you take a look at Michael Misa's stats, he's an exceptional status player with a historic 62-goal, 134-point season with the Saginaw Spirit of the OHL. And he is a versatile forward capable of playing both center and wing positions, and he combines elite skating with high-end vision and playmaking abilities. He demonstrates strong two-way play and strong commitment to defense. He's projected as a future top line forward with leadership potential, and he could be the next piece that the Islanders could be looking for, and he can rejuvenate this scoring depth. So again, like I said, I don't think the Islanders would pass up on him. At least I don't think they would. They could either get Matthew Schaeffer or Michael Misa. Either one of those two the Islanders could get, but I know Sharks fans are hoping to get Matthew Schaeffer as well. So it's going to be a tough top 2-3 picks for the Islanders, Sharks, and Blackhawks in the NHL draft, but we will just have to see how that will turn out. And like I said, the NHL draft will be at the Peacock Theater on June 27th through June 28th. So we'll just have to see how that will go. Now also be in Los Angeles, California, by the way. Number two, the Sharks. At least Sharks fans are hoping to see Matthew Schaeffer go to them at second overall in the NHL draft. He is an elite two-way defenseman with exceptional skating and hockey IQ. And taking a look at what he did with the Erie Otters in the OHL, He had 22 points in 17 games played, 7 goals, 15 assists with 22 points in 17 games played. He was playing for Team Canada in the World Juniors, but he ended up getting injured and missing some time with Team Canada. But hopefully he's recovering. Hopefully he, already feels better. But I know it's been like 4 or 5 months ago since the World Juniors. But yeah, he got injured for Team Canada World Juniors, and he ended up not playing the rest of the games. And he was recovering at the time. But hopefully he's good and ready to go. He should be good and ready to go because, again, it's been like 5-6 months. Yeah. He has strong positioning play and gap control, which makes him a defensive asset. He has a high ceiling as a top pair defenseman with leadership qualities, and how he could benefit the Sharks. He would solidify the Sharks' blue line, provide a cornerstone for their defensive rebuild. So again, if the Islanders pass up on Matthew Schaeffer, which I don't think they would pass up on him either, they could either get Michael Misa or Matthew Schaeffer, or they could probably get the hometown kid and James Hagins. Not sure how that would work. But I think Michael Misa and Matthew Schaeffer are in the top 2 for sure. And if they don't get Michael Misa, then the Sharks can easily grab him as second overall in the NHL Draft. And yeah, I hope he doesn't go to the Blackhawks. We don't want him. I mean, he is a good pick. And as a Blackhawks fan, I don't think we don't want him because we already have a lot of younger depth talent on D, like Alex Vlasic, Wyatt Kaiser, Louis Crevier, Timothy Harding, and a lot more other young talent. The Audium Leshusnov. So yeah, we have a lot of young talent on D, and we just don't need another defenseman as a Blackhawks fan. So yeah, we don't really need Matthew Schaeffer. So if he goes in number 1, number 2, I really don't care because, like I said, we already have a lot of young talent on D, and we just don't need another young defenseman. We need a forward who can help out Connor Bedard, which leads me into the Blackhawks' third overall pick in PorterMartone. So if all else fails to get Michael Misa, the Blackhawks could get PorterMartone at third overall. Now, I did do an article about this on Blackhawk Up, so you guys can go check it out. I will put that link in the description below as well, so you guys can go read the article. I went more into depth on there than I did right here, and what I will be saying in this video, I go more into depth on the article than I do on here, or what I'm about to say to you guys. So he is a power forward, 6'3", 207 pounds, with a blend of size and skill. And taking a look at what he did with the Brampton Steelheads of the OHL, he tallied 98 points in 57 games played, 37 goals, 61 assists for 98 points in 57 games played. He has a strong net front presence, and he's effective in board battles. He possesses a heavy shot and quick release, making him a scoring threat. He displays leadership qualities and a high compete level, and how he would benefit the Blackhawks. He would bring that size, grit, and physicality, something that the Blackhawks lack as of right now. When they did have Pat Maroon, I know Pat Maroon's a veteran. When they did have Pat Maroon on the team, they actually did have a little bit of physicality and size because of what Pat Maroon could bring to the table. He's not afraid to drop the gloves. He was helping out some of the Blackhawks' younger forwards, I should say. I didn't mean to say defense. He was helping out some of the Blackhawks' young forwards, and he did bring that size and physicality to the younger group. But now that he's retired, the Blackhawks continue to lack that size and physicality, and that's what the PorterMartone can bring at third overall. So if they don't draft Michael Misa, if they don't draft James Hagins, if they don't draft Anton Fridell, which is who I will be getting to next, they could draft PorterMartone. And speaking of Anton Fridell, like I said, if they don't draft Anton Fridell, which I can see him going to Utah Mammoth, but I wouldn't mind seeing him going to the Blackhawks at third overall. But if they don't draft Anton Fridell, they can get PorterMartone. But yeah, I had the Mammoth selecting Anton Fridell in the 2025 NHL Draft. He is a two-way center known for his defensive liability and face-off prowess. He had 25 points in 29 games played in the Swedish Hockey League. 11 goals, 14 assists for 25 points in 29 games played. He has strong skating and positional awareness. He displays maturity and leadership as well. He's a effective penalty killer and can match up against top lines. And how he would benefit the Mammoth, he would bolster their center depth, contributing to both special teams and even strength play. I actually did do a 15-minute video on Utah Hockey Club calling themselves Utah Mammoths, so you guys might want to go check that out as well. I also put it on the Hockey Talk with TG podcast too. So yeah, make sure to go check out that video and episode of the Hockey Talk TG podcast if you have not already. Number 5, I got the Nashville Predators selecting James Hagins. I think he would be a good 5th overall pick for the Nashville Predators. I would love to see him get drafted by his hometown New York Islanders, but if that doesn't happen, I think he could be a great pick for the Predators at 5th overall. He's a dynamic playmaker with excellent vision and hockey sense. He recorded 37 points in 37 games played with the BC Eagles this year, 11 goals, 26 assists for 37 points in 37 games played. He has strong face-off skills, and he's responsible in all 3 zones on the ice. He's an elusive skater with the ability to create space and opportunities. He has high hockey IQ as well, and how he could benefit the Predators. He could serve as foundational center, and he can lead the team's offensive strategy. So I think he could be the – I didn't even mean to get into that just yet. But he could be the next cornerstone franchise pick for the Nashville Predators. So if he doesn't get drafted by his hometown New York Islanders, which I know Islanders fans would love to see, then he can be a great 5th overall pick for the Nashville Predators. And number 6, as you guys saw, I had the Flyers selecting Kale Deonz at 6th overall. Hopefully I pronounced that last name right. If I didn't, just correct me down in the comments. He is a creative playmaker with a high hockey IQ and vision. He excels in transition, facilitating quick offensive plays. He's strong on the power play, and he utilizes precise passing and movement. He demonstrates leadership qualities and a team-first mentality. He's a consistent point producer with a knack for timely goals. And how he would benefit the Flyers, he could inject creativity into the Flyers offense, and he could, help out Matvei Michkov. And if Mitch Marner comes to the Flyers in the offseason, and that is a strong if, because that could be one of the teams that he somewhat could be interested in playing if he decides to leave Toronto, which 99.9% he would leave Toronto. He's not going to be playing for the Maple Leafs next season. But he could be but if he does end up being on the Flyers with Matvei Michkov and Kale Deonz and with Rick Tocchet being their head coach, I can see the Flyers somewhat being a playoff team for 2026. But let me know you guys' thoughts on that, on what I just said for the Flyers, and with Kale Deonz being drafted by the Flyers. Do you think the Flyers will be a playoff team in 2026 with him and Matvei Michkov on the team, and with Mitch Marner potentially signing with the Flyers in the offseason? Just let me know in the comments down below. And number 7, I have Carter Bear being drafted by the Boston Bruins. I had him drafted at 7 overall because I think he could add a little grit and grind, just like Brad Marchand did. I'm not saying that he will be the next Brad Marchand, but just like Brad Marchand, he has that gritty style play. And since the Bruins traded the star veteran to their rivals in the Florida Panthers, they need another gritty left winger, and that's what Carter Bear can bring to the table. He is a tenacious winger with a relentless forecheck and energy. He's effective in creating turnovers and disrupt the opponent's plays. He has a strong net front presence and the ability to capitalize on rebounds. He is versatile, capable of playing up and down the lineup. He has a high work ethic and team-first mentality. And like I said already, he will add that grit and grind and determination to the Bruins forward group. I think the Bruins are another rebuilding team. I don't even know what Boston is doing now after they traded away Brad Marchand, Charlie Coyle, Brandon Carlo, and Trent Frederick. I think they could be another rebuilding team, just like the Blackhawks, Sharks, and Ducks. But I think Carter Bear could be the next player for the Boston Bruins to get, especially, like I said before, he has that grit and grind and determination, just like Brad Marchand has. I'm not saying that he could be the next Brad Marchand, but he has, but just like Brad Marchand, he has that gritty style play. Number 8, I have Jake OBrien being drafted 8th overall to the Seattle Kraken. He's a reliable two-way center with strong face-off and defensive skills. He displays excellent work ethic and commitment to team play. He's an effective penalty killer, and he could be most notable in late game situations. He possesses a quick release and accurate shot, and he is known for his leadership and on-ice intelligence. And I think he could be a really good pick at 8th overall for the Seattle Kraken. But we'll just have to see come the NHL Draft. At number 9, I had the Buffalo Sabres drafting Victor Eklund. I think he can be another great young player for the Buffalo Sabres. And as I talked about on the Hockey Talk TG podcast before, during the regular season, Sabres have a lot of young talent on the team. Lots of young talent. And Victor Eklund could be that next young piece for the Buffalo Sabres. They do have at least 1-2 veterans on the team, like Jason Zucker. That's one of the veterans that they have on the team. I'm not sure if they have another one. I can't think of the name right now. But, yeah, they do have some 1-2 veterans on the team, but most of the team is young talent. They have lots of young talent on the team, and Victor Eklund could be that next young core that the Sabres could add. Now, I know the Sabres have not made the playoffs in so long. I can't even remember the last time the Sabres were in the playoffs. My guess will be 2008. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. Correct me down in the comments if I am wrong. I'm guessing because, like I said, I can't remember the last time the Sabres won the Stanley Cup playoffs, but I'm going to guess it was 2008. Either 2007, 2008 was the last time we seen the Sabres in the Stanley Cup playoffs. But again, I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, just correct me down in the comments. But Victor Eklund, he is a skilled winger with exceptional puck handling and agility. He is a creative playmaker who excels in open ice and tight spaces. He has a strong hockey sense, which allows for effective positioning and anticipation. He has a quick release and accurate shot that makes him a scoring threat. And he's committed to defensive responsibilities and back checking. And he could add finesse and creativity to the Sabres' forward group and complement their young core. And at number 10, I have Roger McQuaid going to the Anaheim Ducks at 10th overall. He is a big body center with a powerful stride and reach. He utilizes his size to protect the puck and dominate in the offensive zone. He is a strong net front presence and effective in traffic. He displays a heavy shot and ability to finish plays, and he continues to develop playmaking skills and hockey sense. Now, I know the Ducks have some physicality on their defense group in Vako Gudis and Jacob Trouba, but I don't think they have some physicality on their forward group, and that's what Roger McQuaid could bring to their forward group. So yes, the Ducks have a physicality on their defense group in Vako Gudis and Jacob Trouba, but their forward group could use a little size and physicality as well. And Roger McQuaid, yes, he's a skilled player, but he could also bring physicality to their forward group, and that's what the Ducks need, especially if they got Coach Joe Quenneville behind the bench now, which, again, still shocks me that he's back in the NHL. Well, it doesn't shock me. It wasn't a surprise that he was going to be back in the NHL coaching because there was rumors that he could come back to the NHL, and there was rumors that he could be the next Ducks head coach. So it doesn't shock me in a way, but it is crazy to see that him and Stan Bowman are back in the NHL after the Kyle Beach sexual assault incident in 2010. And number 11 overall, I had the Pittsburgh Penguins selecting Jackson Smith. He's a mobile defenseman with strong puck-moving abilities. He's effective in transitions, initiating offensive plays from the back end. He demonstrates in solid defensive positioning and gap control. He can contribute on both special teams, so both on the power play and penalty kill with versatility. And he has a high compete level and commitment to improvement. And how he would benefit the Pittsburgh Penguins, I don't know why I put an A right there, but he would enhance the Penguins, not Pengua. He would enhance the Penguins' defensive depth, providing a reliable two-way presence to the team. So that is what I have going at 11th overall to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Jackson Smith, he could be a great defenseman for the Penguins, especially. He could help out some of the Penguins defense, especially. I don't know if Erik Karlsson is going to be a free agent this offseason. There are a lot of big names for this free agent offseason. I don't know if Erik Karlsson is going to be in the mix. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But, yeah, I think he can help out the Penguins defense in a big way. But we'll just have to see how everything goes in the 2025 NHL Draft. Number 12, I had the New York Rangers drafting Vadim another name that I'm going to struggle with. Vadim Merka at the NHL Draft. I don't know if I pronounced that name right. If I didn't, again, just correct me down in the comments. He is a physical defenseman known for his hard-hitting style. He is strong in battles along the boards and in front of the net. He possesses a powerful shot from the point. He is an effective penalty killer with shot blocking prowess, and he continues to develop puck handling and passing skills. And we all know the Rangers trade away Jacob Trouba to the Anaheim Ducks, so they have no physicality on their defense. And that's what Vadim, I'm just going to say Vadim. I can't pronounce that last name. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. And so, yeah, I'm just going to say Vadim. And what Vadim can bring to the Rangers group, he would add that grit and physicality to the Rangers blue line, especially with the Rangers trading away their captain, Jacob Trouba, to the Anaheim Ducks. That is what Vadim can bring to the table for the New York Rangers. At number 13, I had the Detroit Red Wings drafting Milton Gastron. At 13th overall, he's an intelligent center with excellent face-off skills and defensive awareness. He has strong positional play and anticipation in all zones. He's an effective distributor with precise passing abilities. He is calm under pressure, making smart decisions with the puck. He's a consistent performer with a mature approach to the game. And how he would benefit the Red Wings, he would strengthen the Red Wings forward group and help out their center depth. So I think he would be a really strong, good piece for the Detroit Red Wings, especially if they want to get back into the Stanley Cup playoffs. I think Milton Gastron could be the next prospect for the Detroit Red Wings. And Detroit Red Wings already have some good prospect and younger players. I'm counting younger players and prospects in this one. Morsider, a great young player for the Detroit Red Wings. And then you got Trey Augustine, who's won back-to-back gold medals with Team USA in the World Juniors. He has not played in the NHL yet, still playing at Michigan State University with the Michigan State Spartans. So they have some good pieces. And Milton Gastron could be another good piece for the Detroit Red Wings. At number 14, I had the Columbus Blue Jackets drafting Kashawn Atchison at 14th overall. He is a smooth skating defenseman with excellent lateral movement. He is strong in breakout passes, and he has great vision on the ice. He maintains strong defensive positioning and awareness. He contributes offensively with a quick and accurate shot. And he displays leadership and calmness under pressure. And how he would benefit the Blue Jackets, he would provide the Blue Jackets with two-way play. And at number 15, should I try pronouncing this name, guys? This is going to be another name that I'm going to have trouble pronouncing. Should I try pronouncing it, or should I just say this guy? I'm going to try pronouncing it, but again, if I am wrong, please correct me in the comments. Number 15, 15th overall, the Vancouver Canucks are going to draft Wojtek Schaeffer. I don't know if I pronounced that first or last name right, but that is who I think the Canucks will draft at 15th overall. And if you take a look at his skills and attributes from the bullet points to your left, He is a skilled winger with a quick first step and acceleration. He is creative. He is a creative offensive forward, utilizing in deeks and dangles, and he can fake people out effectively. He is strong on the power play, which will be great for the Vancouver Canucks because their power play was the power play was in the top 16, which is good, but their power play could be better heading into next season with Voltek on the team. Their penalty kill is third in the leagues in the regular season, so they have a great penalty kill. Their power play is in the top 16, but it could be even better going into next season with Voltek on the team. He is committed to back-checking and defensive responsibilities. He displays a high hockey IQ and adaptability, and how he would benefit the Canucks. He would add that offensive flair and depth to the Canucks forward group. And at number 16, which was actually the Calgary Flames pick, I have the Montreal Canadiens drafting Malcolm Spence at 16th overall. Again, this was the Flames pick, but the Canadiens, I think, traded for that pick. And Malcolm Spence combines speed and strength, making him a formidable presence on the ice. He has 73 points in 65 games played with the Erie Otters this season, 32 goals, 41 assists with 73 points in 65 games played with the Erie Otters. He has high hockey IQ, known for his smart decision making and ability to read the game effectively. And at 6'2" and 203 pounds, he uses his size to his advantage in board battles and net front situations. And how he would benefit the Canadiens with the younger forward group that they already have, and Cole Caulfield, Uri Sarkowski, Kirby Dach, Nick Suzuki, and many others to name. His combination of size and skill and leadership could bolster the Canadiens' wing depth and overall their forward group depth, and will add a dynamic element to their young forward group. All right, so that's the end of this video. Leave a comment down below whether you agree or disagree with this mock draft, or maybe you agree with some of these picks, and you disagree with some of these picks, or if you just flat out disagree with this, just let me know why you disagree with this down in the comments. Or maybe if you just 100% agree with this is how it's going to look, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys whether you agree or disagree with this mock draft video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to the TG Hockey channel. Make sure to follow the Hockey Talk with TG Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are with you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:30 a.m. to noon Central Time, 12:30 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to try to create more content on the TG Hockey channel, especially during the off season, because I probably won't have a lot of hockey news to discuss on the Hockey Talk or TG Podcast. So I'll probably be creating a lot more stuff on the TG Hockey channel in the off season than I will do on the Hockey Talk or TG Podcast. There might be like maybe a few episodes of that I can get out on the podcast, but we'll just have to see come off season. But anyway, make sure to hit this video with a like and you subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow the Hockey Talk TG Podcast on all your podcast streaming platforms. And I will see you guys next time.